All right, welcome to the main invitational scratch tournament final match between Joe Ramsdell III and Steve Babb. We're bowling on October 12th, 2013 at Family Fun Lanes in Bangor. I'm James Goulding, and I have a special co-host today, all the way from Rhode Island, Mr. Josh Coram. Say hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh. Well done.
Thank you. So Joe chose to start the match off. He's our tournament leader. He's going to start on the left lane, and means he's going to finish last.
Pretty quality effort right there.
Joe led the field with 1,036 for a 5-game total today. Steve was actually our number 2 qualifier with 1,016. Steve bowled against our number 3 qualifier, Bo Heisfeld, in the semifinal match. Beat him 239 to 151. Our first match of the day was our 4th-seeded Jerry Donna, who shot 144 in the first game against Bo's 173. 5th place finisher today was Josh Coram. Josh shot 1,005 for his 5-game total. 6th place finisher today was Joe Colcord with a 978. 7th place finisher was Jimmy Clark with a 974. And tied for 8th and 9th was James Goulding III and Randy Plummer with a 958. Foil pattern today was the Kegel Broadway pattern, one of their Challenge Series patterns. Pretty challenging oil condition, not exactly sport compliant, but with a 355-to-1 ratio, definitely a lot harder than a house shot, 37 feet in length. And great 2 balls there by Steve. He looks locked in.
Yeah, Stevie's been locked in, playing inside in the area nobody else has been able to make work all day. A couple good ones right there.
Yeah, Josh, you had some success playing outside today. You were playing right around first arrow. Didn't seem to be a lot of hold inside, but if you could get in there with the ball speed, maybe like where Steve is, he's kind of got it to himself in there. Not a lot of guys played inside today.
No, a lot of guys try to jam it up first arrow, second arrow. It's the best matchup, but he's got to look out there, and he's the only one out there. So if he can keep making good shots, he's going to be in good shape. Joey tickle over a dime.
Yeah, Joe no stranger. Joe finished second last month to Joe Colcord, so,
Speaking of no stranger.
Yeah, Joe Ramsdell won Bowler of the Year last year. Joe Colcord, obviously, our last 2 Bowler of the Year titles before that, so no stranger to see either of those guys in the top 9 again this month. And good conversion. We had 36 entries today. We took 9 cash qualifiers. Just like to say thank you to Andy and everyone at Family Fun Lanes for hosting the tournament today. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Brunswick Bowling, for donating the raffle ball, the Brunswick Mystic Aura, which was won today by John Archer. And thank Bowl Pro Sales and John Bevoy for donating Knockout Ball Cleaner. And that was won by Rick Campbell. Nice shot there by Ramsdell.
Important for Stevie here to just keep the hammer on as long as he can. Ramsdell can strike when he gets going, so Stevie's got to make him squeeze. A couple big ones right here early.
Yeah, I don't expect too many opens in this match. Both bowlers were pretty consistent all day. Joe led the field from pretty much game 1 on. Steve was hanging around the top 4 pretty much the whole day. I think he was 5th place after the qualifying session, or no, 4th place after qualifying. He moved up to 3rd. Oh, good break there, knocking the 4 out of that 4-9.
Okay, you got that one a little inside the target. Ball a bit quick. That's the same problem everybody else had today. Should be no problem here with the 9-pin.
Good conversion there by Steve, so Steve with a 9-pin lead right now, but of course Joe with a strike up in the 3rd and Steve with a spare, so Steve strikes here and he keeps the heat on Joe. like to mention next month, on November 10th, we're going to be at Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine. Our regular start time at 10 o'clock a.m. This is our second year going to Bayside. Had a really good turnout last year. It's a smaller bowling alley. They only got 12 lanes, but you know, they got the latest and greatest equipment, can put out any shot we want. So we're looking forward to going there again. It was a really good atmosphere last year at Bayside.
Stevie, good break there, gripping the floor.
Yeah, well, that's just it. You know, when you're playing that part of the lane, you really have to keep the speed up. Because if you either miss in or you miss with the speed a little bit, it's going right through the face on you.
Yeah, it looks like he's developed a little shim inside. I saw him throw a couple right quick in qualifying, and those balls were dead to rights, but he's got a little bit of miss from left, especially if he keeps the speed up. Joey kind of playing the same part of the lane here too, just from the other side, obviously.
Exactly what we're talking about right there. I mean, you just get in a little bit, you grab the ball a little. I know that happened to me bowling the qualifying game. You just grab the ball just a pinch and it just goes right through the face on you. And you definitely pay the price on this pattern. It's not like on a league night where you can grab it and tug it 2 or 3 boards and it's just going to go high flush for you. You're gonna go, you know, 6, 7, 8 count through the face. Nice run there by Joe to try to make that. Just missed it.
It's a big win for Joe today. A win today, and he'll be able to go to the supermarket and buy a razor and some shaving cream. So. Really bearing down here. Big shot here in the 5th. Gotta get back on the horse.
Yeah, I think he said something about growing his beard out until he actually won a tournament this year, so that'll be good.
Another month he's gotta look a little scraggly. Gotta get the job done today. Good shot there on the 5th.
Steve, on the other hand, no problem with shaving before bowling today.
Clearly thought ahead. Really good job. Really clean stroke. Not his first time.
This is the first, speaking of first time, the first Miss finals that Steve's made. This is his first year in adult leagues. Steve was in youth leagues up until this past season, so joining the ranks of the adults. Made the top 4, his second tournament out, so it's a good job by Steve today.
Steve, a good break there on the nose, even just a 3.
Yeah, multi-pin conversions today, definitely hard, especially with you know, the lower ratio pattern. The outsides played like they were wetter. So you try to swing it out, you hang on your late maybe, you get in a little, she chop through the face on you, so you can leave just single pin. Definitely makes life a lot easier for you. Alright, so after Joe's split in the 4th frame, you know, Steve took a 21-pin lead there. He's basically just kept it clean, started with a double, and just spare strike from there right now. Really put some heat on here with a strike. That was his best ball of the match right there. That ball just faced up nice high flush shot for Steve. Joe's down 21, but he's on a strike, so he can cut this lead. If he doubles here, he can cut that lead all the way down to 1 pin. He doubles in the 6 and 7.
Only a bowling left, man. Pretty solid effort.
Yeah, he doesn't get rattled on the pressure. You know, Joe's been here multiple times. Like I said, won Bowl of the Year title last year, so, you know, if someone's going to beat him today, they're definitely going to have to earn it.
James, we got any idea what's going to be out at Bayside next month?
Well, we're going to bowl another one of the Kegel Challenge Series patterns. We haven't decided which pattern it's going to be yet, but I will post it up on the group Facebook page in the next week or so. Give the bowlers a chance to see what we got out there.
Joey answers back with a triple.
That's what we're talking about there. You know, Ramsdell comes up, he goes down 21, strikes in the 6th and the 7th, gets back within a pin.
Absolutely, he's back on Stevie. Oh, left the target there. A lot left the target there.
Yeah, good 8 count there.
In a bunch here, should be an easy cover.
Yeah, but anytime you get the ball going, you know, right to left on this kind of pattern, you know, you definitely want to beware of the chop.
No problem.
Good cover.
Been Stevie's best lane. Should capitalize on this advantage right here. Gets a finish over here as well.
He threw a great shot over here last time.
Gets a little right, faces up, on the tip.
Yeah, it almost looks like he's almost better off if he's going to miss at all than miss a little right, because, man, when he misses left, it's really bad. It's a bad situation.
Well, when we crossed on this pair earlier this morning, the left lane was pretty good. Had a little rim left, a little rim right. The right lane was pretty much atrocious.
Yeah, that lane was super tight. I had, you know, if I got anywhere outside of 10, it was just a disaster. Inside, it was hooking, so the lane was really playing almost like a reverse block type of look to it, whereas 11 seemed like it was a little more open. You had 3 or 4 boards to play with.
I did a pretty solid job of not striking on that lane all day, so pretty impressive effort. No problem for Joey. Little 4 bag here in the setup frame.
Yeah, it gives him a 9-pin lead going into the 9th. You know, Joey's looking at he can, you know, strike out from here for 248. You know, but still strike out for 239. So really anyone's match.
Don't forget, Stevie gets to finish on this good lane.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, the bowlers get to throw their 3 practice shots on each lane before the match starts. The higher seed bowler obviously gets their choice of the order for the final match, and I think Joe was thinking offense instead of defense. You know, he was, you know, obviously the left lane for Steve, which was a really good look for him last game too. Joe thinking, you know, he wanted to finish on his better lane, and right there just leaked one out a little, and you know, that's all it takes on this pattern. You get it outside of 10, especially on the left side, it's gone. There's not a lot of traffic out there to beat up that pattern, so you're not going to get that kind of recovery. On the flip side, on the left side, you get a little more hold in there because you don't have the traffic beating it up. So, you know, it's a catch-22 sometimes. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it hurts, and right there it hurt him. No outside reaction for him.
A little spare for Joey though. What do you like doing? Do you like finishing the match, or do you like starting the match?
Well,
all things equal.
I personally...
Good spare there by Joey, by the way.
I personally would rather finish the match first, so I'd have my opponent start the match if I had the choice, just because I like to keep the pressure on him. I finish the match first, and I have a chance to either close him out, he doesn't have a chance to lock me out first, or if I have a chance to maybe put the pressure on him and I'm behind, if I finish the match first, then that obviously flips the pressure back to him. How do you feel about that, Josh? How do you like to fun?
I like to finish. I finish last. I like to know what I gotta beat when I get up to the fence. Stevie on that squirrely right lane gets a smidge right, maybe a little inside out, a little firm, and bucket.
boy, it doesn't take much either. You could tell. I mean, off his hand, it didn't look too bad. Just maybe leaked it out just a couple boards, and that's all it took. Especially on that lane, like you said, 12 for the righties was just was a nightmare.
Awful. Not an easy spare here. Leaves it back.
Well, that definitely changes the match a little. You know, it goes from down 6 to down 17. Yeah.
Got to go to this. Yes, sir.
Good.
Hey, you're on video now, man.
Am I?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Get out of these tracks.
We'll edit you out. No worries. Little guest appearance there by the bartender. Give him a little shout out. See, you got to go to the door here to make Joey Markin a 10. Anything less, Joey's going to walk his way to victory.
That was a good ball by Steve. Just a pinch high, left the 4-pin. No pin action out of the back to trip it. So, you know, best he can shoot is 197 right now. Basically, Joey just keeps the ball with good count, keeps it on the lane, and he's gonna pick up his first victory of the season.
Well, I saw a lot of G balls today. You never rule nothing out.
Yeah, we had scores in the tournament all the way from double digits to all the way up to 270. So literally, you never know what you're going to see on this type of pattern today. Imperative that he at least gets all 10 on this shot to force Joe to do something, anything in the 10. Just keep the ball in the lane.
Yeah, every 10 here. I mean, Joey goes 5 out here, you know. And Goulden, got anything to say to the camera? Dynamite dropping.
Yeah, she just likes to
She's not the best tournament coordinator for nothing, folks. So Steve finishes out 195 with the 8 count on his last shot.
Alright, a little quick math here. Joey needs 6 here.
Yep, 6 pins on the first ball, and he can just walk away.
Walk right to the supermarket, get some razor blades. Looks like 6 to me.
It looks more like 10.
Alright, we'll give him 10.
+4.
Great ball by Joe to close out the match.
Alright, yeah, needs a -4 on the fill ball to get there. Big shot.
I think you can get that even
Oh,
if he
geez,
fouls.
-9, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Plenty.
Yeah, so Joe takes over Bowl of the Year lead with this title today. Joe Colcord cashed, but Joe Colcord in 6th place and last month with the victory, but Joe went from 2nd to 1st. Great bowling today by Joe Ramsdell III. You know, he led the field for the 5 games through qualifying and showed why after you know, posting the victory here against Steve, and you know, we move on to Bayside next month, and I expect Joe to be right in the hunt again. He's one of the best we got. There it is. There's the Gillette special on the last ball in the 10th. 224 to 195 victory for Joe Ramsdell III. Great bowling by Steve Babb today. Thank you very much, Josh, for the commentary.
My pleasure.
Great tournament bowling by our tournament champion, Joe Ramsdell. We'll see you guys next month at Bayside.